In this video, we will demonstrate how you will run an agarose gel in a Bio Rad gel box apparatus. This is the equipment you will be using. Begin by removing the lid from the gel box. Carefully remove the tape from each end of the gel tray, making sure not to disturb the agarose gel within the tray. Place the gel tray inside the box with the comb on the negative or black end of the box. Since DNA is negatively charged, it will migrate through the matrix towards the positive electrode in a manner corresponding to size. Large fragments move slower, and therefore remain closer to the wells. Small fragments move faster and migrate further down the gel. Add approximately 350 milliliters 1 times TBE buffer to the gel box until the gel is just covered with a layer of buffer, but no higher than the max fill line on the apparatus. The buffer must cover the gel in order for the current to be consistent while running. Carefully remove the gel comb from the gel. Wiggle the comb slightly while pulling up with steady pressure. As long as your gel is fully solidified, your wells should not collapse. Excess buffer will fill the wells left by removing the comb. If necessary, add more buffer until the gel is fully covered again. You will be loading samples and need to make sure to keep track of where each one is placed. Arrange the tubes in the same order they will be loaded into the wells. It's always a good idea to write down the order they are loaded, so you can refer to it later when reading the gel. You are now ready to load your samples into the wells created by the comb. Remember, the volume of the sample you will be loading is 15 microliters, and to hold the pipette parallel to the row of wells during loading. The wells on the Bio Rad gel box apparatus are easy to see on a darker background. A new tip should be used for each sample being loaded to prevent contamination. When you finish loading the samples, do not move the gel tank. Any movement can cause the samples to get knocked out of the wells. If the pipette tip is too far above the well, the sample will be lost in the TBE solution. An air bubble in the tip can cause the sample to shoot back out of the well. Be careful not to stab through the well into the gel, as the sample will not be able to migrate. Close the lid of the gel tank, attaching the leads and top securely. Make sure the power supply is not set above 100 volts. Attach the other end of the leads to the power supply. Only then turn on the power supply. You should be able to see bubbles rising from the black negative electrode. When the dye reaches about halfway down the gel, enough time has passed for the fragments to separate. You will want to turn off the power supply and remove the leads and the lid from the box. You will want to lift the gel out of the box carefully, letting the buffer solution run back into the gel box. You will then place the gel into a tray so that you can move it safely to the gel dock camera, where you'll be able to take a picture and see your results.